Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, at the IoceanG7 review. Today we're going to talk about the newest delivery of iOcean. And well, let's just start right away with what is most obvious about the device when you see it. It's the enormous display. With a 6.44 inch display, the G7 is one of the biggest devices I have ever worked with. It's actually quite a bit bigger than the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. I don't have that one for comparison, but that's a well-known phone as well. Well, the screen, it comes with a Retina LTPS display, and it's a one glass solution, a OGS, meaning it will be thin with good viewing angles. And well, since a rather large amount of the surface of the phone is consisting out of glass, I'm actually quite glad that they have processed the screen with laminated glass, also known as Corning Gorilla Glass 1 or 2 or whatever name it has. It basically means it consists out of 2 or more layers of glass, and it's then fused together. Well, meaning it's highly scratch resistant, and yeah, it's bright, it's vivid, and well, I'm just going to show you. I've already booted up the phone to spare you the boot sequence. I hope you can see it, but it's a very vivid and colorful picture. Probably chosen this photo not by accident. It's still a full HD display, giving us a 342 pixels per inch, which is quite impressive given the huge amount of surface. And well, I think it was the right decision to give this a full HD. I've also found an extra screen protector in the box, but whether you apply it or not, it's a personal thing. The screen itself is already highly scratch resistant, which is good. And another thing, you can actually operate the screen with wet hands and or with gloves, and you don't need the touchscreen gloves you saw on the internet popping up. It's you can use all kinds of gloves, which will be handy during winter time. Well, one of the things people ask me about first is most of the time the camera. Let me see, what can we use this one. That's my old Sony Ericsson, very old. Let's see, is it autofocus? Wow. The LED light is very bright. Let me see if we can turn that off. We've got enough light in here. It's actually quite fast. I really like that. And I must say that is the overall experience of the phone. Everything opens and moves very quickly, very smooth. I'm really happy with this. And that's got something to do with the new MediaTek processor. Inside is the 6592 processor from MediaTek, which is a Octa-core processor, and it's supported with a Mali GPU, the 450 to be exactly. Now, one of the things I found out with the camera, by the way, is that let me just put this away. That out of the box, the camera operates at 9.5 megapixel instead of the full 13. It's got the 13 megapixel camera in it. Out of the box, it operates at 9.5. You can switch it easily in the camera settings. It's got something to do to save memory. I've taken some photos today in and around my house, and I've put it all in the written review, so you can check that there. Right, let me, because what I wanted to show you was this Office program. because I want to show you one of the benefits of such a big screen. I'm just using a Office program. You can use any you want, of course. One of the benefits of such a big screen is that you can not only read text, but you can finally edit them as well in a comfortable way. I mean, you can always edit them on smaller screens, but it is not really comfortable. And well, I'm using bus transport services a lot, as trains as well. So I'm reading a lot, and I can finally also edit the reports I'm reading. As you can see, the text is quite small compared to the rest, so you have quite some text to work with, quite some space to work with. The buttons are of a good size. No, I don't say that. So that was just one of the benefits. There are of course many more. I've already got YouTube installed. So that's that. Now, sound is one of the things I want to talk about. I'm not going to let you hear it because probably the camera won't pick up how loud it is. There is this small tab here on this side. It's like a small stop on the speaker grill, and I wasn't quite sure what it was for. And it's not really going to work on this because this surface is not that smooth, but it's actually leaning on that, and it wiggles a little bit because it's in the middle, but it provides on a smoother surface that the phone is being lifted up just a little bit, so the speaker has more room, and it actually makes the sound even better. So if you're playing music and you lay down your phone, the music will become just a little louder and just a little better because it's using the surface. And that's just a big plus. It's such a small but handy design feature, and I'm really happy with that. Furthermore, on the outside we of course see the double-edged signature of iOcean. I've seen it on the Youth versions as well, on the X7s. The camera actually sticks out a bit out of the cover, but it's okay because the plastic is still protecting it. So don't worry about that. And well, one of the other things I was really wondering was a new MediaTek processor. Would it finally come to an end that the MediaTek processors have such GPS problems? And well, the GPS has been a problem with MediaTek devices since such a long time. And well, finally. And let me say that I'm pretty happy that I can say this, that the G7 does not have GPS problems. Without any help, without any assistance, so no Wi-Fi, no updated satellite coordinates, nothing. The IoceanG7 gave me a GPS fix within 2 minutes inside. And for a MediaTek processor, I think that is very good. Outside, it took me around 40 seconds cold, and 20 seconds warm. So that is pretty good. And well, I think the average Chinese branded mobile phone user will be pretty happy with the numbers I've just told you guys. And well, in conclusion, I think the IoceanG7, well, it's definitely one of the biggest phones I have ever handled. But it's also one of the better built and designed. The overall quality of the phone is very good. It takes very good pictures actually, and the sound capabilities are just amazing, which is really nice when you watch a lot of movies or YouTube videos, and playing games as well. I haven't played much, but I've played some quite demanding games, and the Mali 450 GPU really does what it should be doing. Well, taking all this in account, this is actually a very affordable phone. And if you are looking for an affordable phone with such a big display, then this is probably the one, especially what's out in the market right now. But you really have to take into account the big screen size. If you think that a somewhat smaller size would be more to your standards, and you can better wait for the X8 to come out, which is a iOcean product as well. But on the other hand, I think it's just something people should should be getting used to. Well, so maybe that's that. Well, it's a good functioning GPS phone, and it still fits in my pocket. So that was actually that. Those were the two questions that I wanted to get answered when I received this this phone. This is actually the first review I'm doing. So if you have any questions and/or remarks, please put them in the comments below. If you have any requests, whether I could elaborate on something, then I will be more than happy to do so. So well, thank you, and hopefully till in the comments.